A deep backbending practice. Begin in puppy pose, stretch your arms forward, arrange your hips so they're right over your knees, and melt your heart towards the earth. You can have your forehead on the ground or even on a block, or some of you might be able to get your chin on the ground and perhaps your sternum on the ground. Let yourself soften into whatever's happening in this moment, and then slide through and come onto your belly. Stretch your arms back, getting ready for Shalabhasana. Raise everything away from the ground, stretching long as you lift. Settle back down to the ground. Upward facing dog, palms by your low ribs, tops of the feet pressing into the ground. Open your throat. And then roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Kick your right toes up to the sky behind you. Bend the knee that's in the air. Peel the hip open. And flip your dog over into Wild Thing, extending that right arm back towards the ground behind you. When you can't back bend anymore, then come back around, bringing the right knee between your thumbs. Lift your heart in this pigeon prep and just reach for the back foot. So this is more just about stretching that back thigh. Not so much about the back bend here. So press it down towards its own sitting bone and then release, stepping back, downward facing dog. Lower to your knees, puppy again, so stretch those arms out, hips over knees, heart super soft. And from the puppy, draw yourself forward onto your belly. This time, instead of Shalabhasana, you'll take Dhanurasana. So bend both knees, reach back and hold onto your ankles behind you. Draw the knees towards each other, and on an in-breath, lift everything away from the ground. Very gently let this one go. Exhale, release it all the way down. Upward facing dog, peel it open. Roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, peel the hip open, tip your way over into your Wild Thing. Reach the left arm overhead and then carefully bring yourself back around. One-legged dog turns into pigeon prep. Left knee between the thumbs, raise the heart. Reach for that back foot. Draw your right heel towards the right sitting bone. So it's almost like a half virasana position happening. Press it down just as much as you're able to without force. And as you release this one, you'll shift off to the left, bring the back leg around to come onto your back for Urdhva Dhanurasana, the wheel. Palms beside the ears, feet hip width apart. Go ahead and raise everything up to the sky. Soften into the shape by rooting deeper. You can walk your feet in a little closer if you have the room. Feel the outer hips lifting as the inner thighs descend. Big toe mounds nice and heavy. Heart just exploding upward. And then to come out of it, if you walk the feet in, walk them back out, and your elbows come on down. You can interlace the tips of the fingers over your heart in Vajra Pradama Mudra, the gesture of unshakable trust. And then get ready for another wheel, and we'll add a little something fun in this one if you want to try it. So pressing up, and this time you'll walk in a little closer. The left toes can turn, or the right toes rather, turn out just slightly. Shift all the weight onto the right hand and foot, and see if you can pluck up your left foot and reach for it with your left hand. Maybe press it into that half virasana position like you did in that pigeon setup. And then release to go the other way. So to keep your balance, it's just the slightest little turn out of the left foot, teeniest little bit. Shift all the weight over to the left hand and foot, and so slowly, it might take a few tries, so slowly, pick the right foot up, reach for it with the right hand, begin to press it towards the right sitting bone. And then when you release, do so gently and with so much care. Walk the feet back out to come down from your wheel pose. Hands to prayer, bring them to your third eye. Take a moment to give thanks for all your blessings. And then release the lower back by windshield wipe. Bring the knees from side to side. Hug your knees in. And after a nice deep back bend like that, it's always good to twist, drop your right knees over to the right side. You can spill and open your heart to the left, and a not too intense twist. Keep it pretty gentle. And then go the other way, knees to the left, heart to the right. And bring it to center. Stretch it all out. Shavasana. Namaste.